10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats offense is on the field for the first time today. Electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays...
For these guys. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On the run, still looking. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackle.
And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Burton. Looking for a big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
With the catch, it's Green. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. It to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky. The AT unit on the field. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Pulls it in. It's Gilliam. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they got him for the sack. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Green. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The give to the tailback. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. That tackle.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Caught near the sticks. It's O'Connell. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The give to the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kentucky, 21, Ohio State, 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beam. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The RPO, it's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Looking to throw on second down. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, and they convert. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Comes out throwing on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's O'Connell. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moffitt. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. Got 5 on that last one. Now, how aggressive will they be on 2nd and inches? Tries again to get it in. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, you tried on 1st and 2nd, and you couldn't pay it off, so let's not overthink it. Let's just go quarterback sneak. Let's just let our guy get low, pick the side he wants to run to, drive his legs in for the touchdown.
He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. To the air, it's Burt. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They'll run play action. Grab near the marker. It's Etienne. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Otis. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Burt. Throws to the wideout. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Afterburners coming. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Comes up with a sack. He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes the grab. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Clock tick. Quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. He's looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Third and goal coming up here. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like...
Off he goes. He's at the 40. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Burt. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. Caught over the middle. It's Etienne. Touchdown, Ohio State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Going up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it downfield. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the route is on.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Trying to bully their way in. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, but there is a flag in the holding zone. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 28 over Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This offense has a second down play. The option look. The pitch. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Scanning the field, it's Burt. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Caught close to the marker, it's Gilliam. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Handoff to the lone back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the ground with the back.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense and a yardage early.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Dances away to buy time. Fires to the big fella. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Still looking, on the move. He's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And the returner goes down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They're setting up the screen, and he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Yeah, he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, and not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The aerial assault continues. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row.